Hey, Wonderhussy here. I'm on a few days, solo adventure, well, around Death Valley because the weather's been crummy everywhere, and so I figured I'd have a sure bet with Death Valley being sunny and warm. Unfortunately, that has not turned out to be the case. The last video I made here, it was snowing, and the video before that, it was blasting, freezing wind and snow. So I'm not sure how much longer this trip is going to last. So I'm trying to cram as much in as I can before I finally bail altogether. But I'm here now at a volunteer cabin that I've been wanting to check out for a long time. But I have to be real careful because, well, you know, I try to keep the names of the cabins hidden and any kind of identifying information or location information hidden so that, well, I guess conceivably so that vandals won't come destroy the places. I have my doubts that vandals are going to come trash these places, but I know the people who maintain the cabins, some of them are very passionate about maintaining their secrecy. So out of respect to them, because they do all the work maintaining the cabins, I'm not going to reveal the name of this place, but it's written right on the friggin' front of it next to the door. So I'm going to have to do some very creative shooting. Bear with me. Okay, I got to get out of my warm, cozy car and into this 30-degree weather. Ugh. Okay, so here's one end of the cabin. I can only shoot that far before the sign with the name on it. So what I'll do is I'll go down, around, and back up. So there's the other side. Basically, this cabin is made out of a... Well, it looks like it's an old railway car or something, or maybe like a shipping container. I don't know. It kind of looks like one of those old railroad car houses that you see. You can see this is like kind of a back door that somebody has scratched out the words cookhouse into. Yikes. And then even more yikes, you can see there's snow piled up in the corner. I'm telling you, this weather is gnarly. It's friggin' March 26th, well into spring. Well, 4 days into spring. And I did not expect it to be this cold in Death Valley. It is, we are at 5,000 feet in elevation at this part of Death Valley, so I guess that explains it. Anyways, I only have like 2 more hours of daylight left, and I considered maybe spending the night here, but it'd have to be really nice inside for me to make that worth it. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going into Death Valley, to the valley floor where it's warmer. So let's do a quick explore and see. Okay, first thing I see hanging on one of the windows is this hat, LOL, whiskey made me do it. And then it looks like over here, some people that have visited the cabin have left their stickers. Sorry for the weird shooting. I'm trying to not get that cabin name in here. Bunch of off-road type stuff. Huh, interesting. And then, oh, looks like there's some stickers on the inside too. We'll check out. Oh, look, they take Diners Club. How nice. Okay, we're going to go right around here under the sign. And there's another really cool sign on the door of a Joshua tree that somebody painted. And it says, welcome underneath. That's nice. Let's just poke around the exterior. Oh, looks like there's a thing to hang the flag. If I do stay here, I'll have to hang the American flag. That's the custom at these places to, you know, let anybody coming up the road know that the place is occupied. There's the back wall. Doesn't look like anything too serious out here. Oh, there's an outhouse in the distance. That's good to know. If I do stay here, I might need to use it. It's actually a good thing because this is March 26, 2020 during the coronavirus pandemic. So Death Valley's technically open, but all of the restroom facilities are closed. So the old outhouse doesn't look so bad anymore, does it? Okay, let's go in the cabin and see the big reveal. Oh, wow, I like it already. Holy moly, look at all this graffiti. Okay, you know what? I'm going to close the door because it's so freaking cold outside. And I'm going to look around first before I shoot anything just to make sure the name of the dang cabin isn't written anywhere. Actually, I already probably accidentally shot it there. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Okay. I think everything's okay. All right, I think we're safe to show you the interior of this cabin. All right, I'm standing with my back to the door. And the first thing we saw when we came in was that American flag, and there's like a desk with some stuff on it. Then there's a calendar hanging on the wall there. Then there's the name of the cabin next to the calendar, so I gotta be careful not to shoot up there. And then a bunch of graffiti on the walls, stickers. A little library area. That's cute. Aw, books laid in. More graffiti. Little windows. Yeah, it's very solid in here. Totally mouse-proof. And, well, there's the back of the door. Now, there's 2 rooms. Here's the other room. In here, it looks like it's the kitchen. Look at that. There's even a stove in here. Wow. And whew, if I was staying here, I'd have to fire that thing up. And, well, I didn't bring any firewood, so I'd have to be a jerk and use all their wood. And they don't even have very much laid in. So, I guess that means I am definitely not spending the night here. But we can look around real quick and just see what we see. All right, well, I'm going to start in the living room, or main room, reading room. I mean, this graffiti, there's so much of it, I couldn't possibly read it all. So if I see anything that looks particularly interesting, I'll point it out. But I don't know, man. It just looks like this is a pretty popular place. A lot of people pass by. It wasn't very hard to get to. It's en route to a popular hot spring, so I guess some people just like to party here on the way to the springs. I don't know. What's this? Death Valley Truck Tour and the Borax Desert. Oh, Death Valley and the Borax Desert Truck Tour. 2015. Oh, I bet that was a fun tour. Interesting. Huh, well, it looks like people kind of use the walls as a logbook here. They just write about their stay and how it was. Oh, look at this. That's kind of what I'm on. Coronavirus World Tour. Yep. Too funny. Oh, look, this couple here looks like they got engaged here. Mike and Jacqueline in 2013. Oh, I hope they're still married. Okay, well, check it out. Here's the books. Yeah, looks like a pretty good assortment. Not the usual Tom Clancy type stuff. They got encyclopedias here. Fancy. And Graham Greene. Ooh, must be a literary crowd that stays here. Far out. And then over here we got some games on this bookshelf. Yahtzee, Scrabble, Trivial Pursuit. It'd be real fun if you were here with a bunch of friends. You know, you could play dice, poker or something, gamble for bullets. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love, this is the best graffiti I've ever seen. Jill, may I always be this happy. April 2017. Aw, Jill, if you're watching this video, I hope you're still as happy as you were when you wrote this. Let us know in the comments. Man, I don't know, that's just a really nice piece of graffiti. I really like that. If you work for a living, why do you kill yourself working? Whoa, philosophical. Okay, the Associates, I think they just signed the logbook at the last place I just visited. They were there on New Year's Day, I think. Interesting. Huh, so some more stickers. Man, just the usual stuff. Really nothing super interesting. Okay, now we're getting into the danger zone where the name of the cabin is, so we'll just cruise along there. Here's the calendar. I don't know. Oh, looks like somebody was here on the 25th. Yesterday. Oh, dang. Funny. Oh, and then, wow, look at this. This is cool. Somebody painted on the window to make it like stained glass, but I think it's just like acrylic paint or something. That is cool. That looks great. It's a great representation of the cabin and the landscape. Buckhorn, I guess that's the name of the guy who did it. Good job. Okay, now I'm going to pan over to this desk, and I got to be real careful. Make sure the name of the cabin isn't anywhere. The American flag's in great shape. That's nice to see. Looks like there's maybe a little bit of whiskey left in that bottle. I don't know. It's empty, but it's a cool bottle. Look at that. High West whiskey. Campfire. I could go for some whiskey right about now. That might warm me up. I'm so cold. Look, somebody put one of those funny glasses with the nose and mustache on a piece of cactus. That's a funny idea. Oh my God, I have some barrel cactus or some, I don't know, cactus like that in my front yard. I want to go buy some of those and do that now. That's funny. And then we have some playing cards. What's this? The Tales of Beetle the Bard. Beetle the Bard? Oh, it's blank. The blank Tales of Beetle the Bard. What the? That's pretty funny. I like that name. It's a cool little book. Let's see. Okay, now, oh, I don't know if that's a picture of the original cabin or what. That doesn't look like it was made out of a railroad car, so I don't know if that's the same cabin or not. Here's the logbook. I gotta be careful, make sure nobody mentioned the name. Doesn't look like they did. Good. Okay, so who was here last? Yeah, yesterday, 3:25. Somebody stopped by. And then on the 22nd, somebody from Santa Cruz, California stopped by for lunch on our way to the springs. Huh. They're on a social distancing road trip to avoid COVID-19. Last night at the Osborne cabin. Couple interesting things about that entry. Firstly, I've never heard of this Osborne cabin, so I'll have to look into that. And secondly, good luck with going to the hot springs to avoid COVID-19, I mean, it's a good idea, and I know the hot springs are talking about, and they would be an awesome place to do your social distancing and wait till the whole pandemic blows over, except for the fact that the Park Service closed them and made the caretaker drain all the pools. So you could stay out there, but you wouldn't be able to soak, and with the weather being like it is, it just doesn't sound like very much fun to me. Okay, I'll sign the guest book before I leave. Let's go look in the kitchen and see what's going on in here. Oh, look. That's the Burning Man sign on skis. I guess that's like burners who ski. They'll make a sticker for anything. Wow, just look at all this graffiti. I love it. It's all done with Sharpies, and some of it's very creative. It's like a burro and a airplane, and oh my goodness. This poor burro's got flames coming out of its butt. Yikers. Holy moly. Well, it looks like there was a bed in here, like an old metal bed spring that I have slept on something like that before, and it'll do in a pinch if you have, cushions to put on it. A little kitchen table. Oh, this is that back door that said cookhouse on it. Oh, well, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a picture of a rail yard. That's a cool photo. I guess because this was an old railroad car, excuse me. Yeah, look at the ceiling. I mean, well, that's covered in graffiti too, but I don't know. I don't know if that's like a railroad car ceiling or what. Interesting. Yeah, that's a nice little stove there too. That would warm this place up in no time. And you could cook your dinner on that. And well, looks like they've got a good amount of supplies laid in this cabin. Beans and soup, hot sauce, pork and beans, peanut butter. Oh, nice. Black turtle beans. I've never heard of turtle beans. Organic soups. Yummy. All the fixings for a good dinner. Oh wait, here's another really amazing bit of graffiti. Mostly because of the handwriting, but also because of the sentiment. Back again after a year of amazing adventures. Happy Thanksgiving. That's just pretty cool, the way they wrote it in that beautiful calligraphy. And the fact that they had a full year of amazing adventures. Kudos to you, whoever wrote that. Oh, look up here, hanging from the ceiling, there's this rat-proof basket of... Oh, I guess this is food that rats might conceivably be able to chew into, boxed food and such. Pancake mix, Skittles, Aunt Jemima pancake mix, oh gosh. Yeah, so I guess rats are, well, now that I look at it, it's not totally rat-proof. You can see where they could get in through the cracks by the door. And, well, I guess they could crawl up the walls, but they can't crawl on the ceiling and down to that. It's kind of like when you're backpacking and you hang your food up in a tree so that the bears can't get it. I guess it's the same idea. Oh, here's a cool sticker. Aerospace Valley Enthusiasts. And then it's got a Joshua tree and a fighter jet on it. I mean, this area is well known for the low flyovers and these fighter jets from, I guess it's from China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station or some Air Force base around here, or Navy base. They fly these F-16s, I think, or I don't know anything about them, the airplanes, but they fly these fighter jets really low. It's like a designated low flight corridor through this whole area, and they come down and do these crazy maneuvers. In fact, there's a place in Death Valley called Star Wars Canyon that people go set up and watch for them. So I guess Aerospace Valley is just kind of the name for this whole area because it's beautiful desert, and you never know when you're going to get buzzed by a fighter jet. Matter of fact, I got buzzed by one this morning. If you watched my video where I camped at the Eureka Dunes, you can see that for yourself. Anyway, yeah, those cracks under the door, whew, it would be chilly in here if I stayed the night, so I don't know, man. Here's another cool graffiti. And one adventure spawns 10 more. Boy, I'll say, that's a cool graffiti. Man, there's some really neat graffiti in this cabin. Look here. Be here now. The old Ram Dass saw, that book from the 60s, 70s. Oh, look here. Here's some poetry. Really cool painting of some desert rocks. And it says, the sigh. The earth sighs, mountains arise. The wind blows, boulders, rocks, and stones roll. I am sand. I sigh. I die. The earth sighs. Far out, man. I actually do get it and identify with that sentiment. Wow, cool. Oh, what's this? There's this weird plastic thing laid over the wall with like a circuit board drawn on it, and it says memory chip trace map. I don't understand that, but it's cool, man. I love seeing like this futuristic stuff in this old-timey cabin. Oh wow, talk about weird graffiti, man. This cabin is tops for weird graffiti. I've never seen the like. Mickey Mouse, Pac-Man, and Bob Saget. Boy, if the three of them walked into a bar, I'd love to hear the punchline to that one. Okay, well, it's getting pretty late in the day, and I feel like I've pretty much explored everything there is to see in this cabin. So I don't, unfortunately, want to spend the night here. It's too cold, and I don't have any firewood. So I'm going to keep on rolling down into the Panamint, I think it's the Panamint Valley, and it should be a lot warmer down there. I'm just going to sign this guest book real quick. Okay, I said, stopped in to see the legend. Nice cabin, too cold and snowy to stay overnight. Heading to lower elevation. Wonderhussy. Here's some interesting graffiti. Underground Explorers. That's a big group of mine enthusiasts. They signed their name, and then somebody pointed to it and said, don't belong underground. And then somebody else said, truth. But then look at this. Wanted to enjoy cabin, couldn't stop reading walls. And then all these other people said, same, 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 same. I can definitely see that being the case in this cabin. Okay, I'm going to close this up just the way I found it. Lock this little latch. And be real careful about the way I shoot. Okay, there's one more ruin in the area that I kind of wanted to go investigate. I wonder if I have enough daylight. Or if I should just go down to where it's friggin' warmer, because golly, it's cold up here. Well, let me get in my car and think about it. And, well, either way, I'll see you next time.